Guys, don't smoke cigarettes. This podcast is sponsored by people who don't smoke ANGs. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Firgur in the building. I'm here today with Big Lex, Intellect ZA,
Yes,
my
yes.
gang. It's nice to have you, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, so you know what we're about? We're just about talking to the artists from Cape Town and getting to know them and finding out what's next, what's big, what's happening in their lives. What's happening in and around Cape Town. And we get you guys on here to just find out a little bit more about you and the music that we listen to, us as the audience, us as the people who, also aspire to be like you or a part of your culture, a part of, the things that you do. So this is the show, or this is the site where we come and we dig into your life. We dig into, who Intellect is.
Don't dig too deep, though.
Yeah, not too deep. You just tell me when I'm a little bit too deep. But to just get to know who Intellect is, who Big Lex is. Because, there's obviously, like you and I were chatting just before we started about how the perception of, the internet and how people see you and stuff like that. But to start us off, I just want to know from you, who are you and where are you from? Tell us the name Big Lex. Where did you get it, bro? Where does it come from?
So we'll start Intellect. Let's start by Intellect. How Intellect came about, right? So first, the way I got the name first, I was just sitting on the bed. I'll never forget this day. I was just sitting on the bed. It was my first time recording a UK vibe. Sitting on the bed, beats playing, just randomly shouted Intellect.
The beat.
The beat was playing and I just randomly shouted Intellect.
Oh.
Just cack randomly. And then, like say, I think a year or two ago, someone asked me what Intellect means, man. Like what it stands for. It didn't have a meaning yet. But then on that spot, I just spoke. I didn't think without, I spoke without thinking, man. Just started speaking. I told him. So Intellect, right? The spelling, it's not like the usual Intellect.
It's without the T.
It's inter, like international.
Yeah.
Because I do different types of music.
Okay.
International.
Break it down. Okay.
And
nice.
then the CC in Intellect, the double C is for Cape Colored. Because regardless if I go international, I'm still a Cape Colored by blood.
That's dope.
And by heart as well.
Okay, now it makes sense.
Because I said that, I just thought, that's deep. Let's make the full name Intellect because the way I speak, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and that's how Intellect came about.
That's mad.
It's crazy, the meaning came after the name itself.
And then Big Lex is obviously just the nickname, like obviously.
Yeah.
Your brass, they come from you guys?
So initially, I can't remember who said it.
Yeah.
Shout out to you though.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the bros
first
that will say,
person that said
"Oh, Big Lex."
Nah, I didn't. It was first just Lex. Because Intellect, they just made it short Lex. And then the barossa started calling me Big Lex.
Okay. Nah, lekker.
Yeah.
Lekker.
Shout out to that person.
And I don't know if you want to mention it, but do you want to tell the guys where in Cape Town are you from, or where you originate from, which side you rep, which side of the city do you rep?
No, I would always stick to Kaapstad, no?
Okay.
Cape Town, Kaapstad. But I can't even hide where I live anymore, man. I found my location on the internet. Just randomly. So yeah, Big Legs from the plane, 7785. Yeah.
Okay,
Respect to the plane though. It's a factory for rappers.
Yes. Now there's some super dope artists on here. We had King Clutch on here 2 weeks ago as well. So
shout out to Clutch.
Shout out King Clutch. So
wait, man. Wait. Clutch, my bro. That song, West Side. If you're seeing this, I'm waiting for that open verse for the remix.
Here we go. Yo.
West Side.
That will be nice, King Clutch. Let's make it happen. West Side Intellect remix. Huh?
Maybe even put Intellect and OG on the track together.
Ooh.
That's West Side for real, bro.
That's really what do they call it? A G-Funk mix. You check
feel
a
me?
G-Funk mix.
And I'm gonna come in like Snoop Dogg.
There's all the West Side.
Who's this? Youngster.
West Side is jumping on there.
You say what, Youngster?
They was all jump on that remix.
Yo,
Big Legs.
that will be the
King
Western
Clutch.
Cape's anthem.
That's crazy. Nah, that'll be dope. So, just before we actually do want to talk about the song that you just performed, but I like to get to know you guys a little bit more, and you know the audience out there as well. So, where did it start for Intellect? Where did it start for in like the music scene, in the music area? I'm sure music was I can see it by you that music's always been a part of you.
Yeah.
But where did it really start for you?
I was probably like 5, 6 years old. A lot of artists are gonna say the same thing, but the first person that made me fall in love with music was Michael Jackson.
A
lot of people can say that was the first.
Simultaneously.
That's the goat, bro. Nah, but I started my love for music there. And then I listened to my mommy them's music, Westlife and that. And I was first singing. I could sing, me, bro.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Yeah.
But then obviously my voice broke down eventually, and then I couldn't sing anymore, so it was never meant to be. I started then, say, high school. Around grade 9, I started making beats, strictly making beats. I was only making beats that time. And then later on, like a year later, I was like writing parodies, man, like just fat. And then as time progressed, I joined this other group where I was a model dancer and in music there. That's where I started rapping.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then
nice.
it just went up from there.
Okay, and did that come along with the music making journey? Because I know we had a conversation earlier on about you making music as well. Did it start there, or did you just start writing and start imagining yourself in the seat you're sitting in now? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel so. With that, no, I never saw myself like going fully into music, man. I was like mostly in my mind, academics was the only possible outcome. You know what I mean? So I was just focused on that at the beginning. Then I got into the wrong groups at school, and then I started falling away from that. I found that I'm a creative. I draw, I make music, I engineer, I can produce, I dance and model.
Yo.
So I was like, I need to go into the creative space, man. And then I started thinking, I started like taking it. That time I was listening to a lot of J. Cole, Kendrick, J.I.D., Eminem also. So that's the type of music I started with, boom bap.
No way. Okay, well, we'll get back to some of the deeper questions that I have for you. Play that song for me, man. Play that song for me. So the one we were listening to.
Bidnesss.
Bidnesss, because I want to talk about that song for a moment. It's a really dope song. I want to know who the producer was, firstly. I want to know when you guys did it. And was it an easy one? Was it one of that, let me just show y'all niggas what I'm about, how I'm standing on business? Or was it one where you just were like, okay, I need to pen something down and, you know, just let these niggas know who Big Lex is, you know?
Me with music, no? I don't like planning something out when it comes to music, man. Then it feels scripted.
It does.
So this song, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I got a beat of YouTube. I started writing and I recorded it that night and I was like, yo, I need to get this one out ASAP. So I contacted Nexus, told me, bro, we'll make it happen. That was on the day of his listening party. That night I met Chase. Chase was there, M-Bars was there, and Nexus obviously. And then I got Terrence there also at one point. So yeah, it was just random. It's just random, but yeah. I like it like that, man.
I also think that's a lekker way to make music, because you don't think too much about it. You don't overthink it. It's in the moment. You feel it. It's a lot of stuff like this where we just want to capture how we, you know, have the
in the moment,
or how we do stuff or whatever. So it's dope. Yeah, I enjoy that approach. On the song, I'm gonna talk about the lyrics and stuff in just a minute. I wanna know, if I had to ask you, yo, Lex, I want another beat like this, or I want another song like this, are you able to pull it off?
Like this one?
Like this one?
Yeah.
A banger?
Yeah, anytime.
Alright. I think I've personally, listening to your music, like I mentioned to you earlier on, I've been seeing you for a couple of months now, as you've been putting yourself out there, as you've been, you know, dropping your different styles and stuff like that. You have a unique sound, it's so different. That's why I've been wanting to get you on here and have the conversation with you. How do you choose which persona to go with on the song? I know I'm on
Like
your
what
level,
personality to bring
so which person, like,
You're making me
because
sound bipolar. You know?
Nah, man, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
How do you know, bro? Because it's a unique trait. I'm not gonna mention it blatantly, but it's a unique trait to have to be able to do that. And yet, man, you know what I mean? Because I've tried to write differently also. You know, when you listen to my stuff, you're okay, I have a specific way I go about it, make that sound. No? But I just want to know, how do you, like, okay, now I'm going to go like this style. I'm going to go with that style on the song. Because Bidnesss has both.
Yeah.
It has both.
It has both,
But
yeah.
if you have a naked ear, you're not gonna hear that. You're just gonna hear like, oh wait, what's this? It's like a flowy beat.
It's
so
like a track for Mingles, to represent Mingles. Yes.
That's kind of funny, but yeah, how do you choose?
Most of the time, when I decide what type of music I'm gonna drop, then I will post a poll on Instagram and ask what the people want. Then I'll maybe say the UK drill,
Oh really?
Afrikaans rap,
And it works for you?
Afro. It works for me. Like especially this year, every time I drop, I asked what do they want. When after Fokberai, I dropped Fokberai first. And then for OMG, I posted, what do you want? Then
So
it's like
Fokberai came
2000s.
first and then
Yeah.
OMG, no?
And then every time I just post a poll and ask what the people want, and I give them what they want.
And what do your audience say mostly? What's the consensus?
I would say most of the people are saying Afrikaans rap. People are fucking with Afrikaans rap.
Your shit's hard, bruh.
I appreciate
That's
that.
hard. That's different, man. It's not like I said, you have a unique sound. It's not like you're trying to copy any sound particularly. Not to say that any other Afrikaans rappers are copying anybody. It's just that you manage to find a unique flow and sound with it, you know what I mean? And it's fucking dope, bro. Now going back to Bidnesss, your first verse is in Afrikaans. English, sorry. The first verse and the second verse. I like the approach because it's the English verse is the more softer one, the more subtle. And I noticed that's your persona. The English guys showed, the Afrikaans guys fuck me right, and then and then the UK guys, like there's somebody international, that's somebody for everybody out there. Did it start there? Did it start with that?
With which one now?
With the UK vibe, because I listened to some of your earlier stuff and it's got the, and then you realize it's not actually what you're capable of.
I like exploring, man. But it didn't start. It started there with the drops. When I started dropping music, it started there. But it started with English. I think that's where most people start when they start rapping. It's just the regular, you know, staying on the same path of the English. It's more global. Yeah, so I think that's where I started. And then I went into the UK. Yeah.
Nice. And we can expect more of that sound to come from you?
The UK.
Eh?
Oh, definitely.
Yes. Okay.
But you're not necessarily going to hear it on drill beats because that's typical. I'm going to bring it on something else also, bring more flavor into it. Like I did with OMG.
Yes. Yeah, that's so unique. And how was it working with, was it A-Rock and...
A-Rock and Laxman, shout out to both of them. Didn't even hesitate, bruh.
Is it?
It was like, when I messaged A-Rock, I saw him.
Where's he from?
I don't know where he's from, but he's from Cape Town. He represents Cape Town as well.
I think it's more... Joburg vibe.
Is it the southern suburbs that's so nice and soft? Yeah. I think it's southern. Shout out to A-Rock.
So A-Rock and Laxman and your Laxman just been coming through with the vibes, bro.
Yo, the way that man pulled up there, bro, I was like, what is this, Laxman? That must be there with energy, bro. I didn't expect that much energy from that one, but I respect him.
Definitely work with him
Laxman,
again,
you made up for it, but look, when we shot the video, he wasn't first gonna pull up, but then later on he was like, bro, I have to pull up for the song. Let me still stick it or he's still there. And then he came through with the vibes. Respect him.
Hard worker, just like you guys, bro. Just like you guys. So, with working with other people and collaborating, I know a lot of your songs are collaborative. Can we expect some single projects from you? Are we expecting more single drops? Because, bro,
Yeah.
like I said, not to
I have to.
hate on anybody else or say anything, but I want to hear more Big Lex. Even they said so early on, bro. We want to hear more Big Lex solo.
Solo.
Shit. Because, yeah, bro, fuck. When?
Soon. We're gonna get soon.
Are we?
It's always gonna be collaborations every time, but there's gonna be singles in between also. I have to.
And
Show me.
and the crew that you've been making music with, how's it making music with him?
That's my barusa, no? It's my barusa. Full respect to them. They have my back when it comes to that times. They have my back. Respect to them. But you're that man that take time.
You say you want to
Not
be
in
dropping.
terms of taking long to record, man. But I understand you have personal lives. I also have a personal life, but nah, man.
Yeah, nah. Look,
But
I'll be
respect to them.
honest
When they
with
come
you,
through, they
Lex,
come through hard.
I'm as an artist also. I'm also guilty of that.
Yeah.
They keep on going on with me all the time also about making music and putting music out there and being a dope artist and people having to hear. Yo, you just need to be dropping. You just need to be dropping. It is a bit chica. So I know how they feel and I know how you feel also. Do you know what I mean? On that topic, what can you say? What do you think can make you different, or what do you think if there's anything that you can give me, not to the Owens but maybe to me, to say like do this thing and you'll maybe be releasing more, or is there any advice that you can give me? Just put it out.
Yeah, look, what I would say is because of how difficult it is to be in the industry, anyone that's a rapper, or most of them, I'm not going to say everyone because I can't speak for everyone, but I know a lot of people that treat the music as plan B. Then they put more effort into plan A because plan A has higher success rate. But it doesn't have to have two plan A's. Put the same effort into both. Treat both as plan A. You feel me? It brings out more consistency, you persevere, and you just push more like you would push at work so that you don't get fired. You would push in your music so that you don't fall off. So just treat it as two plan A's, man.
It makes sense. It makes sense as to why. Like, look, last week we had KB on the show, and KB also would probably testify to the same thing, no? And look at how they present themselves. They look the part. If I had to ask that random bro, what does he do? He's telling he's an artist, no? Which speaks for it, man, bro. It's the same like if you had to fucking walk into a car shop and his bra's hands is dirty. You say, what do? You a mechanic. See me? It's the same fucking
Or
thing.
it's just
bro.
a random bro that broke in.
Yo, that's dope. So there's a couple of things that I want to ask you and find out a little bit more about how you spend time in the studio. When you put in the work, not to give away your craft, because I know I also try to keep
formula.
Yeah, no formula giveaways. But when it comes to studio time, how do you take that, man? Because like you say, you treat it like a plan A. So I don't know if we all know the famous Eminem story. Where he says he clocks in at 8 and he goes home at 5 and he has a lunch break. You know what I mean? So when it comes to your days that you are gonna focus on music, do you treat it similar? Is that how you approach it?
I wouldn't say it's exactly like that because, in order to invest into the hustle, you must have a hustle. So I have a job while I'm doing the music, and the job is during the day, so I can't do something like that. You feel me? But if I was, then I would. But
No,
not
necessarily
you don't need 8
like
hours
that.
of sleep.
But I mean, like, when you go, okay, say it's a Saturday and you're like, okay, today we're recording or whatever, we're not smoking that day because your voice must be, or we're not gonna, that's what, and you must make sure you chow like that type of stuff, you know what I mean? Like,
when
because
it comes
obviously
to
to me, from the outside, as you say, maybe some of it is not that serious to you when you're making the music. It's all fun and games or whatever, but your approach to it might be more serious. Because, I mean, you look the part, you're everywhere. I see you on YouTube, I see you on Instagram, which means you take it serious. So I want to know, like, when it comes to the craft also, do you have that type of...
When we're making and when we're cooking in the kitchen.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Does a chef like random people in the kitchen?
And, no, not necessarily.
If a chef is in the kitchen and he has his team there, are they allowed to slack off and not do anything other than what they're supposed to do?
We
Cook?
need to be...
You feel me?
My manager going fucking like, yeah, this is what the fuck you should be
You
doing.
feel me? You feel me?
Okay,
But hey,
okay.
it depends on the day also. If it's like a project we're taking, like it's a planned project, then we take it seriously. No doing nothing before recording. Because messes with your vocals, messes with your breathing. Even when we perform, I don't smoke, don't drink before performing, you feel me? Because it's going to mess with my voice. It might even make me cut out a bit faster, you know what I feel? But when it comes to those days, though, where your whole team, all of you have time off, like, let's go to the studio and just cook, bruh. Then we do whatever we want to.
How many songs you putting out with the team? Because I know now, and I'm sure Oasis can also attest, when there's energies around and there's a few people around, it's nice to be able to, and 2 or 3 of you can lace now a
Bounce
song,
off
and
each other.
you know what I mean. And
Pause.
so, how many songs do you put out with the guys, or do you
So
enjoy
we
like
have
2 or 3?
We have a whole plan, bruh. If you look at the year, it started with 2K25, which was an EP. But the song that popped off from there was Firgur.
Yes.
So we were like, Owens, we sound just together. Can I swear?
yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, Owens, we look, yo, my bro, we sound gevaarlijk together, my bro. We make this. This is chapter 1. I'll make it on my platform even. Every second drop is a different chapter. So if you look at the drop so far, it was first Firgur, chapter 1. Then it was OMG, it's only me from the 3 of us.
Yeah.
And then it was Afshow, chapter 2. And then Ton, it's me and one of them, it's not all 3 of us. So you know what's coming next.
Okay. You and everybody?
Not everybody from every song, but we're gonna be the 3 of us with maybe an extra person.
Oh, okay. Then
feel me?
okay, I see. How you
Different
doing it.
chapters, different cast.
Okay.
But shout out to them.
That's
We're
dope.
actually thinking of becoming a unit.
That's what I was just about to ask.
Yeah,
a
we're actually
collective.
considering it now. And if it happens, hopefully it happens, we're going to be called Unit 85 to represent Mitchell's Plain 7785.
Unit 85.
So Unit 85.
That's dope. I fucking love the crew that you guys have together. I showed you guys my favorite also. It's obviously you, and I won't say every, like, there's my favorite and whatever, but just on the 1 or 2 songs, like I told you, we enjoy 021. Prophet's got some fucking Abra's hard as fuck, and then what's the last bra's name you told?
2 Kylie 3. Demon.
Bro, the brother they said he's the leader. He's the leader.
Nah, there's no leader, no leader. You just look like the leader.
That's kind of funny, but that's really dope. And so there's a lot that we can expect from Big Legs this year. There's a lot we can expect from the crew. We might even see Unit 8. What did you say? Unit 80.
Unit 85.
Unit 85. Unit 85 pull up. That's so dope. Cape Town's doing big things, bro. Cape Town's really doing big things. Cape Town or Joburg, go kyk.
Cape Town.
Yo, same Cape Town or the world?
I didn't know
Cape Town or the world?
I didn't know Joburg
Cape
was an
Town or the
option.
world, man? You're saying Cape Town so quickly. Cape Town or the world?
Look here, it says it in my name. Even if I go global, I'm still a Cape Town.
Intellect ZA.
And the ZA is there on top of it. Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah, man. I know Cape Town's really got some dope, and I can't wait to see the collabs that come out of Cape Town, and the collabs that come out of, like, look how big your music is on YouTube, no? How many of your mates is from South Africa? Do you know? Do you look at your stats?
Yeah, I look at my
Sure
stats.
you do, Mr. Intellect.
Say no. One time I've seen a lot of artists post their, especially upcoming artists post their stats, and there's majority from other countries. It's like what 5% South Africa. My music is like 60% South Africa, bro.
60.
60%
That's
South Africa.
nice.
So shout out to my
That's
people,
good.
my bro.
That's really good, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Z, eh?
That's the Z, yeah.
And the other countries, did you look at the demographic of the other countries?
That's a lot of countries. I can't mention all of them.
You must actually look into that because those are the countries that you reach out to.
Yeah,
and
then I can maybe go perform there. Yeah, I
what
feel
mean?
you. If
Yeah,
I
and
must
it's
say
also
one
good because-
country or two countries that I always see is like
See the top.
immediately after South Africa is Germany and Netherlands. And then it's
A
England.
lot of South African people there also. And, you know, obviously I'm sure the Netherlands people understand what you're saying. So
Yeah,
but
no, but they have no lane, me, bro.
What?
They say Afrikaans sound like a drunk person speaking Dutch.
You imagine that? That's kind of funny. Nah, because I was thinking about it, like, you obviously a collaborative person, somebody that, if somebody from Germany must say you, yo, dude, your boss,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You
I
definitely
worked with
say
someone
yes.
from Italy already.
On a song?
Yeah, it's not out anymore. You probably find it somewhere.
How did
It
that
was, you know,
sound?
I can't guess. That first one we said, it was always a suspect.
Yes.
I did a remix for that one, but it was like a worldwide remix. There was a bruh from Spain, a bruh from Italy, and a bruh from England on the song with
All
me.
three on the song. Nice. And how did it sound?
It sounded kak mad, me, bro.
You would have kept it up, no?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
So there was, you know, we all have, as an artist, we all have that time where we just crash out. And we're like, nah, it's not gonna work. Take
wait.
everything off.
Yeah.
Throw a tantrum.
Okay,
Delete
and that's when
everything.
that happened. Oh,
Yeah. And then
And
the
then-
producer was like, don't give up, me, bro. And that's why I think it's just I got this tattoo, yeah. Persevere.
Persevere.
That's why I got that tattoo, yeah.
Keep that one there. Oh, yeah, and that's why I got the microphone here, bro, so I can keep remembering. This is where you want to be, you know what I mean? This is where you
OG.
want to be. Yeah, the OG one. What else have I got for you? So you say Cape Town over Joburg. Who's your top 5 in Cape Town?
Top 5 in Cape Town.
Like, other than the gang, other than
my Barusa.
Huh?
You can't say other than my Barusa.
Yeah.
Just now I say names on the list and they're like, yo, so you say I'm not your bro.
Man, I mean, like,
I'm
obviously
gonna
people
give
that you would want to collab with, or people that you just
That
think
I would
is
wanna
doing,
collab with.
or people that you think is doing a good thing in the, in the industry, that type of thing.
Let's go with top 5 that I would want to collab with that I haven't worked with yet.
Okay, there we go.
On my own tracks. Okay. If I mention your names in the same sentence and don't feel some type of way, it's just my perspectives in my opinion. So I've worked with Luda, but I haven't worked with him on one of my tracks. You feel me? I've been a feature with him being a feature. So Luda, obviously Culture Gang.
KG, shout out.
Yeah. And then 21 Promo and Pengi.
Ooh,
I have to make a banger with
the
them.
boys, yeah, definitely.
Another
So
two.
21 and Promo come as one.
They count as one.
Yeah, and then you say
Culture Gang.
Culture
And
Gang.
Luda.
So 2 more.
2 more, yeah.
No girls, bro.
Yes. 2 people, 2 girls.
Okay.
It's gonna be different, no? It's gonna be different seeing that I'm a rapper and like Afrikaans and like more aggressive vibes. Anika Kiana.
Okay.
Have you heard of her?
No, sir.
She's
I'll
like
be
a
honest.
pop singer.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Anika Kiana.
Okay. You're gonna introduce me, but yeah, there we go.
Yeah, and then what's her name, man? What's her name? But she's on that song with Ricky Funny Frontline. That fire alarm, that girl that sing there. Yo, you need to get in the game, man, bro.
Pull it up.
That girl,
Bro, you
that
must
song
remember,
also.
I'm not from here, bro.
Yeah, the 2 of them.
So I just got into the game. I'm getting into it, bro. I'm getting into it. I see the people that's popping and the people that's doing things. So I am getting into the industry, and we also trying to show up at these places that you guys are at, and get involved as well. So the people in Joburg, what did you say? You say you got a couple there. Obviously, the bigger names are there.
What do you mean, like top 5 or my opinion on them?
Yeah, even top 3, top 5, top 3.
Joburg, I respect them. I'll always respect them. I respect the hustle. I respect the music. I respect it all. But they look down on Cape Town, bruh.
Yeah.
They look down on Cape Town.
Yeah.
Eventually, when they look down, they're only gonna see our feet. So they must be careful.
That's true. That's true. But do you have any?
Yeah, definitely. I can't. I don't know exactly where everyone is from because everyone is repping Joburg nowadays.
Yeah, true.
So if I give a top 3, I'll obviously NASTYC. NASTYC, Maclera. NASTYC and Maclera. And then, what's his name? What's his name now again? Lucas raps.
Okay.
Lucas raps.
Lucas,
the 3 of them.
Lucas
He's been
raps.
inconsistent lately, but
Okay.
yeah, Lucas raps.
That's dope. Okay. That's nice. I can imagine that will be a banger. Intellect and Lucas raps. Yo, I grant Lucas raps so. I wanna find out from you. How do I ask this? Do you think, I haven't asked this in a while, but you seem to be somebody who's involved in music a lot. Do you think all of the people that's involved in music, or the people that's making music, do you think everybody is making proper music? Do you think everybody can make music?
Not everybody can do anything. So obviously not everybody can make music. Everybody wants to try. It's fun, it's liquor, it's a pipe dream, man.
Yeah.
But not everybody can at the same time. Everybody can, but not everybody can. You feel me?
Everybody's able to, but not
And some
everybody
people
can.
shouldn't.
Yeah.
Shout out to them though. I respect the persistence. Yeah.
And do you think that the people in Cape Town or the people in this industry at the moment is supporting each other and pushing each other the way they need to? Not.
Definitely
What do you
not.
think's missing? Don't say to collab.
Not
Like
to collab, but at least to build rapport. At least make connection, like stand together, man. You don't have to work on the same track, but don't hate on each other's tracks. We need to stand together if we want to take over the country, at least, maybe. You feel me? And a lot of artists here in Cape Town don't stand together, maybe. You'll see a lot of beef in Cape
So
Town.
build rapport in terms of do more things like this. Do things where we just here to push
each
talk
other
about
up.
it, to
Clap
actually
for
make
them,
it
your
a
time
real
will come,
thing.
feels.
Yeah, eh?
Clap for them now, your time will come.
Away. That's a good one. But yeah, that's that's what we generally here to do also, is to make it feel like a real thing for artists, man. Because a lot of the time, and I think that's for us personally, like us as the crew here, is that we thought that's what the industry is missing, is the fact that they don't make it real, man. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of people in industries where they go and they just doing stuff for doing stuff. And in the music industry, people were also just doing stuff for doing stuff, no? Or like you say, it's a pipe dream, or they're trying to just, we're trying to make it look like a real thing. We're actually showing appreciation to the artists. We're talking about the songs, you know what I mean? So it's good to have you here. We appreciate your time. We appreciate you, sharing us a little bit of insight about Big Legs and who you are and where you're from. What is there to expect from you for the rest of 2025? We're halfway through.
2025 is gonna be a year and a half, bruh. I know I'm dropping every month. Whether it's a single or EP, you're not gonna get any mixtapes this year. Not gonna get the album anytime soon. But EPs and singles are gonna come. I'm working on a project now with a nice and big name. So me and him, we're gonna do this project together, get some other collaborations on there. So that's to expect. I'm not gonna say names yet. And then singles, I'm gonna try to work with everyone.
As much people as
As
you
much
can.
as I can.
Make it a.
And then at the same time, make sure my boys are with me. You feel me?
Can we expect anything from the crew? Obviously, the Unit 85 coming out, but can we expect anything from the crew? Because it's nice to be able to move with the crew, because you guys can host stuff, and everybody's got their own individual thing going on, but you guys are also together. So, is there anything we can expect from you guys other than, the big launch together? The big launch of the collaborative thing.
The boys are gonna They are definitely dropping as well. I need to Kylie 3 and Prophet CPT and Just Jazz. But Owens, where's the consistency, man?
Bring it out, bring it out.
Come
We want
on,
to see
you
you.
need to work a bit
We're gonna
harder.
get them on
Plan
the
A
show
and
and we're
plan
gonna
A.
talk about it. There we go.
There we go. And then, yeah, we might, I don't know. I can't say it, but I see a collab coming between Unit 85 and someone else.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's big. That's big.
So that's
big.
in talks.
I actually have a couple of other questions to ask you. We still good for time, no? We still good for time.
Yeah, go for it.
Modeling, you mentioned that. Huh? I can
Yeah.
see you as being a model. You have the facial structure, the body structure,
Thank you.
Yeah, wait, and the swagger for it. Are we gonna see you on any, in any magazines, in any?
Hopefully, I mean, even as an artist, bruh, to get that collabs for like posters, magazines, just ads. Yeah, definitely, maybe I have to. But not the runway.
Oh,
You're not gonna see me on the
like that.
runway again.
So like obviously photography stuff and collabing with brands and stuff
You
like
feel
that.
me? That type of stuff, yeah.
Yes, sir.
And maybe even I want to try acting, maybe.
Hey?
I want to try acting.
Acting.
I mean, I shoot music
We
videos.
see it in your music videos. I see it there. I see that serious motherfucker there. You look like some fucking...
See me? Big legs on blood and water.
Yo. That's good, bro. That's good. And then I would say keep it going because you have the swagger for it. You have the energy for it. And I mean, like I said, I can see it in your music videos also that you take even the music video, the role, the idea you have in your mind seriously.
Actually played out, especially Afshow's video, no?
Yeah, nah.
Afshow was...
Yeah.
Afshow, no? I wanted to put effort into it, man, for once, because I normally just quickly run through a script and then sort it and it looks like, but I wanted to put effort in and tell like a story, man. The song was now, wat is die van Afshow? That whole video is like us trying to say, like, if you look at the video, it's 3 different types of people. It's the office workers, it's the people that just have money and get to chill, and then it's the people that have to work in construction to get their bag, and a bag is a bag, so regardless of your circumstances, don't show off, man.
That makes sense.
Don't show off regardless of... That's why in the beginning I said... What did I say in the beginning? Strong men don't brag about their strength. Smart men don't brag about their intelligence. And then trustworthy men don't brag about their integrity. Con men do.
That's why his name is Intellect, my nigga. That's why his name is Intellect, my nigga.
Yeah.
This nigga, he said. And the double C stand for?
Cape Colored.
Wait, let me believe. And the Inter stand for? Huh? What did you say just now? International Cape Colored Idiots. Yo. Nah, crazy. Nah, bro, it's really fun to see you and to meet you. And like I told you before the show, we saw you on YouTube, we saw you on Instagram, and we're like, I have to talk to this, bro. There's something about this kid that stands out, man. Like, we can definitely see you going far with the thing that you're doing, bro. And I just want to wish you all of the best and just keep doing what you're doing. The mentality you have, the swagger you got, the energy you give off, and the things that you do. Like, we asked you to come on the show, you were at no, you didn't even like, yo, I have to do this. You were like, yeah, can I bring my bras with also? And you were like, yeah, of course, bro. So it's dope to be able to see that type of energy is around us in the Cape culture.
That's just love, bro.
And we're definitely keen to work with you again and to see you again out. There's gonna be a show that we're gonna host, and we're gonna have the artists come perform.
Yeah.
We definitely wanna have you a part of that as well. We're gonna wrap up the show, but just before we do, we wanna ask: is there anything that you wanna shout out or say to the guys? And yeah, just let the audience know where we can find you. And yeah, man.
Yes, it's Intellect Zero, Big Legs, Instagram is intellect_ZA. TikTok intellect_ZA. YouTube intellect_ZA. Make it easier. Don't want to sound cocky, but the easiest way for me to find anything is just to Google intellect_ZA.
There we go.
And everything is there. I'm not gonna say much for what to expect, but just watch out for Unit 85.
There we go.
And the biographies in the discography.
There we go. Hey? Oh, you want me to do that with him? Okay.
What now?
It says we got like 3 minutes left now.
Okay.
So there's this game that my nigga plays with the artists, and it says, what would you do? So what would you do? Quick thinking, here we go now. What would you do? You get a recording deal. They tell you, okay, you get a feature with Youngster. No? You pull up to Youngster and you and Youngster make the feature. Right? As you start making the feature, NASTYC pulls in. Are you still taking the feature with Youngster, or are you going for NASTYC?
You just spoke about my mentality, my bro. Why must I choose one? I must take both.
No, you have to choose one.
I have to choose one.
NASTYC comes in, he's like, it's me or nobody, bro. You can continue with Youngster.
So they're beefing now.
Yeah, they're beefing now.
Cut the beef over. Youngster or NASTYC.
Yeah.
Full respect and appreciation to him for bringing the colored game up, man. You feel me? Full respect to him. But NASTYC, bruh.
NASTYC, okay.
NASTYC, bruh.
Okay.
That's the goat.
NASTYC, so NASTYC he lays the first verse. Lays the first verse.
Oh no.
You like, that's a dope verse. Lekker, I'm about to lay mine. As you about to lay your verse here, Casper walks in. He's like, how, Lex? I thought we have a how, Lex? And he says, bro, it's me or Nasty. What are you doing, Lex? Huh? He's sticking with Nasty. You're like, bro, Nasty already laid his verse. I'm sorry, big dog.
Am I sticking with Nasty or going for Casper?
Look, even Lex is like, whoa. He's a little bit of a difficult one.
There's 2 C's in my name. So after the second choice, I can't make a different choice, so sticking with NASTYC.
NASTYC, okay, alright.
Oh no.
Okay. I'm gonna keep it going. So what would you do? The second verse is down, your verse is down, the song is done. You guys are like, okay, right, NASTYC is like, bro, Lex, I only have this weekend with you. I'm gonna shoot this video, we're gonna get it out. Right, you're shooting the video. You're just about to shoot the video. Yeah, Davido pulls up. Sure, Davido's a big international African artist. He pulls up in a Rolls Royce. Yo. He's like, Nasty, my brother, I'm sorry to do this to you. I know you're the coolest kid in Africa, but I'm here for Big Lex. Big Lex, scrap that song with NASTYC. Come, do the song with me. It's either me or... it's either me or... Davido, international African artist, signed to Sony in Atlanta.
Why must you list the stuff?
I'm just saying, bro. These are factual statements. NASTYC is a big...
I'll be honest now. I'm a Messi fan. I don't mess with Cristiano.
Yo.
So I'm gonna go with NASTYC.
Yo, NASTYC, respect. Big Lex and NASTYC is making an album this time. That's big. That's big. That's
By the time the next person comes,
the last person that comes now, Davido's like, alright, okay. He phones, he puts somebody on the phone. He's like, okay, just pull up for me. He pulls up. Yeah, he pulls up. He's like, I'm still in South Africa. I'm still in Cape Town, right? Rick Ross pulls up.
Oh.
Rick Ross is like, Sine, bro, Big Lex, I know Davido told you that whole thing and that whole thing. Huh? Come with me, we're going to America. Leave this NASTYC. Are you going?
Me?
What would you do? Yeah, scrap all that. You just made a song with NASTYC
now.
You're about to record a music video. Rick Ross is like, fuck it. Maybach music. Big Lex, Maybach music. Huh?
Someone not choose between Rick Ross and
You're
NASTYC.
either making a song and a music video with NASTYC, or you're getting on a private jet with fucking, and you
Go
going
to America.
You are signing to my back. You wearing a double M on your chest, nigga. Huh?
Yo. Nah, actually, no. I'll be real. Can't have a boss and a ton on the same song.
You.
NASTYC.
Look, counts. Please, man, can we organize a NASTYC feature for us? Nah, big ups, big ups. Okay, nah,
NASTYC and the 2 C's, bro.
that's our way. That's dope. That's dope. I like that. That's all I actually had for you, bro. I just wanted to see where your brain's at and how you would, you know, approach the industry, given those, you know, those opportunities and stuff like that. And I really
And
hope it
on
comes
that,
through
if I
to
can
life,
say
bro.
something, huh? On that, if you still can't decide by your second choice already, you contemplating, man, you procrastinating. I don't like doing that, so.
You saw
If
the
it was
video
a
from
real
the
life-
second answer, he knew. Nasty
Say
said, okay,
that.
big name. I'm running with this.
You have your big name.
Yeah.
If you're gonna keep postponing this drop for the next person, when is it ever gonna drop? And then what's the use of getting that massive person if you didn't even drop?
Dope. And that's why, my nigga, you are standing on business.
Feel me?
That's why you are standing on business, bro, for real. And yes, bro, so just to wrap up, I just want to say thank you again, and I wish you the best 2025 and beyond. And I really wish that everything that we spoke about can come to life, and that, yeah, bro, big things for Big Legs.
Yeah, I appreciate it,
Thank
brother.
you, bro.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
for-
Shout out
for
to you
being
also,
here.
EMP TV.
There we go, the
Going
Lyric
up.
Lounge. Let's get it. So, guys, until next time, thank you for joining us and being a part of the Lyric Lounge team and the journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're going to leave all the details in the bottom. Link in the description for Big Legs' details. And yeah, until next week, let's get it.
I like the last shot that the other gang gave them. Huh? Chop them up recently. But I like your mentality. I like that you screw on business. That second one. You didn't change it. I like but everyone other thinking about it, because I'm the one that started that game. I like the fact that if everyone, when they start bringing bigger names, they would drop the next thing. You see? Now what's thought about like
Whenever, yeah, you always say Kendrick at the end. And
I'm always with Kendrick.
I'm going with Kendrick.
That's different. I wanted to see. So you mentioned another big one, you know? So let me ask, if it was Nasty Kendrick, you still do that feature with Nasty now? If it was videos done, song is out, you about to release on every viral platform, you turn around and take the Kendrick feature.
I say Nasty, she would have probably taken that Rick Ross contract.
Now, but for you, would you keep the Nasty feature or go with Kendrick? Like you said, everything is done, songs recorded, videos done, about to release. Kendrick's like, nah, I can't see you with this nigga now.
Is that the only circumstances?
Yeah.
That's the circumstances. You can't change
I
it.
should have said Central C.
Think about it smarter. Even Central C or Kendrick, think about it smarter. Look how big that person is. Like, NASTYC is big, but look how big that person is. That person is just coming to do the feature. I'm never going to hear from that person again. It's not going to help promote nothing. With NASTYC, I know he's going to have my because he's from the same place as me. We're going to push it together, or there's a collaboration.
Nice, so you would stick even
Because all that owns also have a song, but just with one. NASTYC and T.I. have a song. You have a song with this idol, but they only have one. Like you say.
stuff. I like that mentality. So you still won't run from it, even though it's the biggest in the world. That's strong. Mad respect. Mad respect. You didn't just see the